Hi, everybody. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. So, today I am here again with another hashtag. This one is a VR response to Kay over at Amidst the Gray. Hi, Kay, if you see this. Um, she has done a tag that I think is rad, and it's called Coffee House Decks. She's taken different types of coffee and given them personalities and given us prompts so that we can find decks that match those personalities. And I'm very excited to do it. So here we go. I'm just going to jump right in because there are 13 prompts and we've got a lot of decks to go through. So the first one is the Espresso Shot, a deck that's strong, punchy, and gets straight to the point. And for this one, I have chosen this little deck that I got off Etsy. It is called the Broke Bitch Tarot Training Deck. It looks like this. It comes in this little box, this little tuck box. It's super cute. When I think of when I think of punchy, I think of something small and fierce, right? Like small and to the point. So this little guy here, I love this Justice card. Look, you talking about punchy and like, look. And it has keywords on it. So if you didn't understand, now you know. Like the upright is cause and effect, truth, get what is deserved. And the reverse, injustice, corruption, lack of accountability. And then look at that image. You know what I mean? Like this is what I'm talking about. It's to the point. It's strong. I love this deck. And it's tiny. And it's good for, I like tiny decks for clarifying or if I'm doing a big spread. And I don't have a lot of space on my desk here. So yeah, this is the Broke Bitch Tarot. I love the little sketchy images. Um, it's got good diversity of body type, good diversity of race, diversity of sexual orientation. It's nice. It's a nice deck. I got it off Etsy. So, and the creator is Kat Daring and Taryn Masterson. You can see that. So that is the Broke Bitch Tarot and Training deck. It does come with these little cheat sheet cards if you can see that. Now my eyes are bad, so I can't really see that. Okay, so that is the Espresso Shot, the deck that's strong, punchy, and gets to the point. Now the next one is the Drip, a deck that is simple, accessible, and gets the job done. And I have chosen the White Sage Tarot. Very simple, very clear, clean images, very accessible. You can get this anywhere you buy a tarot deck, and it's super cute. And it does get the job done. Definitely gets the job done for me. I love reading with pips. This is cute. I mean, look at him. It's very clear. It even has some chakra associations, which is nice. Beautiful, beautiful pips. And cute, cute little animals. They're cute. And it definitely gets the job done. So yeah, I can read very clearly with this. I do appreciate the chakra stuff because I started working with chakras this year, learned quite a lot, and want to continue it into my 2023 journey. So that is the white. I'll leave it on him. That is the White Sage Tarot, the Drip, a deck that's simple, accessible, and gets the job done. So the next prompt is going to be the Pour Over, a deck that you need to take your time with, but it's totally worth the effort. And I have chosen the Lantern Oracle for this. The Lantern Oracle for me is a deck that I work with, but I can pull one card a month, sometimes one card every 2 or 3 months, sit it out or sit it here, think about it, journal about it, come back to it. These cards are very, very, very deep, and they can take me to a deep place. But it's worth it, right? It's worth it. But it's a slow journey. It's not something I'm going to do daily pulls with. This is not one I'm doing daily pulls with. This is not one I'm doing sometimes even weekly pulls. Sometimes it takes me a whole month to go through one of these cards, right? So we've got responding, not reacting. The only control we have is in how we respond to the hand we are dealt. Wisdom in play. Our intuition knows more than we do. Radical curiosity. Seeing as if for the first time, every time. All right. And it does have some I'm just going to flip through. It does, because it goes through maiden, mother, and crone cards. So we've got some older people here. You are here, voice. You are here to be known. So speak and be seen. Transitions. You have all the inner resources you need to cross whatever bridges arise on your path. And the guidebook is wonderful. It's done by, what is her name? Angelina Mirabito, PhD. Yuli Alejo's images are nice, but this guidebook is fabulous. I mean, it really, really gets deep into the psyche and can really take you to places in your mind, like really, I mean, like journaling, like a month's worth of journaling, a month's worth of tarot pulls and things, thinking about these messages. So, yeah, the Lantern Oracle is my pick for the pour over, a deck that you need to take your time with, but it's totally worth the wait. Now, the next one is the CAFE LATTE, a deck that's well received and highly palatable. Now, of course, that is going to be the Lightseers Tarot, right? This thing, oh, sorry. The Lightseers Tarot. This is, very well received. Everybody loved it when it came out. Everybody wanted it. Everybody still loves it. People still want it. People that are still coming into tarot new see these images and are like, what's that? I want it. I want it. I love this deck just like everybody else. And just like everybody else, I wish it was on a little bit better card stock, but it's not. So we work with it anyway, right? Mine is all warped and crazy. But yeah, it's a beautiful deck. However, this is well received when I'm reading for others. But the deck that I got around the same time as this one, that is more well received for me, is actually a deck that people don't really talk about so much. Because I think this deck came out way before Lightseers, but I got it around the same time. I got Lightseers, Modern Witch, and this deck all around the same time. And this is the Book of Shadows Tarot Volume 2. I find that this deck is very modern as well, but the way that Lightseers is a modern world that can be, this is a modern world that is for me. Like, this is my life. You know what I mean? Like, I was probably doing that a couple of days ago. Where the Lightseers is a world that could be, this is a world that is for me. Minus the little sprites and the gnomes and whatnot happening in the background, of course, minus the little creatures. But I feel this is very realistic. It brings the tarot into the reality for me. This was one of the first decks that I had that I felt was like things that really happened in my life. I love this Temperance card. This might be one of my favorite Temperance cards ever. I just think it's beautiful. Things that really happen in my life. Now, there are some things that are a little less my life, right? And there's some things that lean a little witchy, and I'm not a witch, but but a lot of this really resonates with me. Like this card, some of these things, it's like I was just doing that yesterday. You know what I mean? Like I was just doing that earlier this week. This death card, yes. Yes. Like this is real for me. So this for me is my CAFE LATTE, the deck that's well received and highly palatable for me. All right, so the next deck is the Cappuccino, a deck that's classic, sophisticated, and maybe a little bit fussy. And my pick for the Cappuccino is the Tarot of Japanese Poetry. Okay, this deck is very classy, very sophisticated. I mean, it's about haikus and Japanese art, classic Japanese art, and it's beautiful and it's well done and it's really, it's on the linen cardstock. It's all the things, right? But she's fussy. She's got 5 or 6 different court cards. She's got a bunch of different cards, and she won't let me take them out. Like, she has completely said, no, you leave these cards in and you're going to learn how to read with them. You're not removing my cards. Like, she has been very clear about that. Yeah, so she's a little bit of a diva, this one. And, like every diva, we love her because she's talented, and we're just gonna deal with it. You know, we're gonna make that work because we don't want to lose her talent. So we don't want her to stop working. So this is this is gonna be my cappuccino deck that's classic and sophisticated, and a little bit fussy. A little bit fussy. Yeah, she's a diva. This one. Okay, so the next prompt is the Mocha. This is a deck that's rich, indulgent, and a bit extra. Ooh, hang on. I gotta put these away. I'm losing my space because I'm not putting them away properly. So let me make sure I get this away. Okay, so the Mocha. The deck that's rich, indulgent, and a bit extra. And the deck that I have chosen for this is one of the newer ones in my collection. Yes, I did it. I got it. I could not help myself. He sent me a coupon, and I love a good coupon. This is the True Black Holographic Edition. What? It is so shiny and so extra. I mean, this is a fabric box. It came. Let me show you how it came. I wrapped them back up a little bit just so you could understand kind of how extra it was. Like it came. Oh, my bow's coming loose. It came wrapped in this shiny ribbon, and in a box full of all of these shiny black and shiny pieces. It was like it's extra, y'all. It's extra. And then wait till y'all see these cards. Wait, just wait. I could not help myself. I love this deck, the original version. I know that people say it bows, but I guess maybe the way that I shuffle, I haven't had any issues. Look at those backs. I haven't had any issues with mine bowing, because I kind of baby my cards. I'm not gonna lie. I try to take care of them because I pay a lot of money for them, you know. But yeah, so I went ahead and got another copy, but I really didn't need another copy because the first copy was fine. But man, when I tell you that this thing is so woo, she extra. He. This is a he, I think. I don't know. I don't personify my decks. I don't even know why I'm saying that. I'm just being crazy. But yeah, it's extra. This is one of my favorite devil cards. Like, I think maybe in all my decks. I really love this. And this tower, I love this tower. And you know, on the original, the fox or whatever this is down here, I saw, but this is hard to see on the original. So I will say that the stuff in the background is much easier to see with the foiling as opposed to the spot cloths. This card is the card that made me buy this deck. I love this card just so much. And I went back and forth like, I want to get it, and it's so expensive. And my mother was like, just buy the damn deck. Like, you work hard. I don't know why you're tripping. So she was like, buy yourself a present. You deserve it. All right, so that is my Mocha, my deck that's rich, indulgent, and a bit extra. Very extra. Not a bit, very extra. Number 7 is the Cortado, a deck that's balanced and objective. And I think that I'm just going to go with a Marseille here. And that I'll go with this one. This is the closest one I have at hand. Tarot de Maria Celia, right? So Marseilles are balanced and they're objective. Their pip decks in general are balanced and objective, in my opinion. And so I think that's why I really like to read with them, especially when, like, I've noticed in my practice that when I start to feel a little crazy or feel a little, overwhelmed or whatever, and I still want to read tarot, I reach for pip decks. I reach for pip decks and Lenormand and I want to learn how to read playing cards, but it's a whole thing, and I got to find the right meanings for the cards, and there's so many different ones, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, this is balanced and objective. I feel like most of these sort of pip style, even Marseille style, even the Italian style Marseille decks are all balanced and objective, in my opinion, because they're pips. And pips are just balanced and objective. So that is the Cortado. The next one is the CON PANNA, a deck that puts you in your place, but with a hint of sweetness. And my pick for that one is one of my favorites. Now, I love cat decks, and I have a whole bunch of them. So I think quite a few of my cat decks could fit. I have a lot of cute decks. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's why I would never do the adorable decks tag, because we'd be here all day. But this one is the one that popped into my head when I read this, and this Cat's Eye Tarot. This is a U.S. game system production. It's one of the older ones. I don't know. I've had this deck for a minute, but it's yeah. This deck is it's a little so. It's the cats are cute, right? And we love our cat decks, and they're sweet. But some of these cards are a little bit sad, and I will tell you, this deck will kick you in your behind and not apologize for it when it wants to. Now, it's not mean by any means, but it's very honest. But it's cute with its honesty. Like, look at him, you know? like, look. Let me see if I can find the card that's like the saddest in this whole. It's so sad. Well, a lot of these cards can be a little bit sad, but some of them are really cute and some of them are really happy. This deck is the reason I don't have a cat tarot, because I have this one, and I don't know. I don't feel like I felt like they were similar, but I don't know. I may still get the cat. Look at all those choices. Which one will I get? Um, yeah, I don't know. Let me know below. What do you think? If you have both of these decks, do you feel that kind of, ooh, you see what I'm saying? They get a little edgy. Um, if you have both of these decks, this one and the cat tarot, do you find that they feel the same, like they kind of overlap in your collection? This is the one, the Five of Cups, where the lady has taken her kittens and walked away. And she doesn't know where they're going. Caddy doesn't know where they're going. And she's sad. So, yeah. And I feel like that, when you really think about that, not just in cat terms, but in human terms, with mothers and babies, Anyways, so that's the Cat's Eye Tarot. These actually have really cool backs. They're landscaped. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it says it in the guidebook. It's been a long time since I've looked at the little white book, but yeah, that would be my CON PANNA, my deck that puts me in my place, but with a hint of sweetness. Okay. Next one up is the CHAI LATTE. This is a deck that's warm and cozy and nurturing. I'm going to go with this one. This is a new deck to me called the Cottage Witch Oracle. It was done by Krista at Crochet Witch Tarot, or you can find her on Instagram at Crochet Witch Wears. She's also on Etsy at Crochet Witch Wears, I believe. She makes these bags too. This bag was made along with this tarot deck, to go with this tarot deck specifically. It is very, very nice and soft. I done got a knot in it. Okay. So, yeah. So for, I would say a deck that's warm and cozy and nurturing, I would go with this one. I put this in here because sometimes the cards were getting caught in there, and I wanted to be able to slip them in and out really easily. So I stuck that in there. I wanted to see if I could find her business card so you can see where to get here we go. I don't know if you can see. There we go. Crochet Witch Wears. Yep. That's what it is. That's where you can go find her if you want a copy. This is my CHAI LATTE. My deck that's warm, cozy, and nurturing. I've been using this deck pretty much nonstop since it came in my house. It looks like CHAI LATTE, the coloring, right? And it makes me feel warm and cozy and protected, and it gives me wonderful messages, and it doesn't try to confuse me. And I love the way that one day I might do a walkthrough of this one. I love the way the words, there's some nouns, there's some verbs, there's some adjectives, so you can make little phrases with them. And I find I can do without these bees though. I don't like bugs. I don't like bugs whatsoever. um, but yeah, I like this stack. I think it's beautiful, and these images are so crisp. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how she got them so crisp, but I like it when images pop against like a cream background. This is an art style that, this is just an aesthetic that I appreciate. So that helps too to make it feel cozy for me. But yeah, so that is the chai latte, the deck that's warm, cozy, and nurturing. All right, so we're on. That's number 9. We're almost there, y'all. We're almost there. Number 10, the matcha latte. This is a deck that's an acquired taste or a bit unconventional. And I feel like I have a lot of decks that could fit this category because I feel that a lot of art decks, where they have to pick the art from pre-existing art to go in decks, fit in this category. The one that I had close at hand, the one that I've been using this season, is my Golden Botticelli. I do like to use a lot of golden decks this time of year. I don't know why, but I just be feeling the gold. So this one is a favorite. Beautiful. And these backs are kind of Christmassy too, right? They're giving me the red and the green and the black. I mean, they totally match my background here. And they wear a lot of red in here. I love this sort of, what is this, neoclassical? No, what is this, Renaissance? I don't know. Whatever this art style is, I'm no art buff, but I do love these cards. But I do feel that they, are an acquired taste. You have to be able to suspend your belief. You can't, I don't know how he's got all cattywampus like this. But sometimes the meanings may not be, perfectly fit into the RWS meanings or the whatever deck it's supposed to be. There's our famous Botticelli image. She shows up a couple times actually, this image. Maybe not on the shell, but the person who did this deck, I feel like, did a great job actually cropping down the pieces of the paintings that fit the scenes or the meanings of the cards. However, there are some that go their own way. There are a few, and that's typical with these sorts of decks. So I feel like these are the types of decks that can be that could fit really well into this category, that are an acquired taste, and they're unconventional. And this is one of my favorites for this time of year. This is, again, the Golden Botticelli, from Lo Scarabeo. Now, that is the Matcha Latte, the deck that's an acquired taste or can be a little bit unconventional. Number 11, the Hot Chocolate deck, a deck that speaks to a younger version of yourself. And this one, actually, it was a no-brainer because it's been sitting on my table for a little while now. And not only that, but it basically is the color of hot chocolate. And this is, I don't even know what this thing is called. I think it's called the Teddy Bear Tarot. I got one of those dented box copies, and there was actually nothing wrong with the box except for the fact that it was cheap and it fell apart the second I got it. So I threw it in the trash, put it in a tin, and moved on with my life. But I did save quite a bit of money on it, so that was nice. Anyway, so this is I think the Teddy Bear Tarot is what it's called. It's super cute. It totally speaks to my younger child. It reminds me of Paddington Bear. I don't know, storybooks, like the Bernstein bears in them. I don't know. I like this deck. It's cute. And it reminds me of my childhood. I love this Wheel of Fortune. He's definitely showed up when we were doing the challenge on Instagram with the top majors. He was definitely in one of my favorite majors. Look at him. These are cute. Look at the little teddy bear hands holding the sword. So yeah, this definitely speaks to my inner child. What did she say? To the younger version of myself. So that is, I think, the Teddy Bear Tarot. Don't quote me on that, y'all. I don't know what this deck is called. I think it's called the Teddy Bear Tarot. I got it off Etsy, though. You can get it on Etsy. The next one, we're almost there. This is number 12. The Italian Soda, a deck that's fun, low-key, and not overly serious. And I'm going with the Dark Mansion Tarot. Yeah, this deck, I don't know, something about this deck. For a deck with the word dark in it, it's not that dark, right? Like, something about this deck makes me laugh whenever I see it. It's hard for me to take this deck seriously because these people always look like they're up to no good, and I just can't. You know, like, I just can't. I cannot. So yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at him. Like what? Like how can I take this seriously? How can I not? How can I not laugh at this? So even if I'm doing a serious reading, this dude comes up, like I'm gonna laugh. You know what I mean? I can't be laughing. You know. So I try to control the times that I use this deck, but I do enjoy it. I think it's beautiful and it's funny, you know? Look at her. Yeah, so this is fun. It's low key. And that's my Italian Soda, a deck that is fun, low key, and not at all overly serious. Okay, so the last prompt is the Herbal Tea. This is a deck that takes things down a notch or helps you unwind. And that is very simple. It's going to be, if it's not going to be a pip deck, it's going to be the Modern Witch. I discovered something about myself about 2 or 3 years ago. And that is that the colors mint green really calm my nerves in tarot. This color on the back of this deck, and it comes up very off the like right here in this background, soothes me. So if I'm feeling like in the same way that if I want to reach for pip decks because I'm feeling a little you know, and I can't focus or I can't quite get the messages, or if I want to reach for Lenormand, I will reach also for this one because of these colors. There is a deck out there. I don't know how these cards be getting all crazy like this. Okay, I fixed them. So there's a deck out there, I think I was saying, that is the perfect aesthetic for the deck that would fit this herbal tea category for me. But it is, I guess, what is it called? One of my unicorn decks. I am always searching for it, but I cannot find it for shit, y'all. It is called the that 90s deck, or I think it was formerly called the Illis Tarot. It's the mint green with pips. It's like the perfect aesthetic for exactly what I need for that sort of calming my nerves so that I can, calming my spirit so that I can really ground and reach into that intuition. It is the perfect deck for me. But I have 2 unicorn decks, y'all. That one and the Lua Lenormand, both of which I had in my cart at one point, didn't get, and have regretted it, and I can't find them nowhere now. I look for that thing for the 90s tarot all the time, but it's nowhere to be found. Nobody is trying to sell their copy. If you know anybody that has a copy sitting around collecting dust and would like to part with it for a reasonable price, let me know. Or if you have a copy that you're not using. I thought when I had it in my cart, and I thought that it was going to be distracting because of the people, but I have since amassed quite a few decks with real people on them, and it hasn't distracted me at all. I didn't realize that it wasn't going to, and I also, at the time, I don't think I realized just how much the color, this mint green, really helps me tap into my intuition. So yeah, you learn new things about yourself. Maybe someday she'll reprint it and I'll get lucky. Anyway, so this is my my last deck, the Herbal Tea, a deck that takes things down a notch or helps me to unwind because of the mint greens in this deck. All right, so that's the whole thing. That's all the prompts. I am finished. I hope that that was enjoyable for you guys. That was fun for me to think about my decks in this way and give them little personalities because I it's not something that I normally do. But yeah, so thank you for joining me on this journey. If you feel so inclined to continue to join me on these journeys, like the video, subscribe, and I will be trying to release more videos as we go along. Um, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Chat with me below if you have any of these decks, if you like any of these decks. If you just want to chat with me and say hi, I love it. And yeah, thank you for being here, and thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to watch me chat about my collection. So yeah, I'll leave you with that, and yeah, have a blessed day. Bye.